Hi everybody, how are you? I hope you're fine. I am fine, thank you. Another day. So, today I am trying to do something. I am on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at the same time. So, I'm preparing for the event. Let me move this out of the way. I hope you're all seeing me very, very well. I am really nice and red. So guys, I said let me come really, really quick and do a quick video to show you guys something, yes? This is my first time to be on a live video on YouTube. Oh my God, it looks really, really nice. Facebook and Instagram, you guys are used to me now. Yes, I'm upgrading a little bit and I'm trying YouTube as well because I have a Scotch Kitchen. We have a YouTube channel and we've abandoned it a bit, but we are trying to revive it again. So guys, anyway, my morning and my day has been really, really busy. Tomorrow we're having a festival at the Nuneaton RFC grounds. You can come in and try and our lovely meals. So I'm going to show you. I'm just saying, let me come quickly and show you guys like just a snip of what I'm doing because I've been really busy the whole morning. I'm really knackered because I'm doing preparation. I'm going to do some seasoning. I'm going to show you guys how I do my quick seasonings. It's almost like the last part of the seasoning. So I say this is an opportunity for me to come and actually share you guys what I normally do behind the scenes. It's not that rosy. As well, let me just wash my hands really, really quickly. We are on this other side because of this sink, and apart from the sink, also we are on this side so that I can show you guys a bit of light. There's a bit of light here. Yes, you can all see me really nice and well. So anyway, so far we've prepared some of samosas. I hope you're able to see it. YouTube, the thing is a bit funny in YouTube. It's showing just white. So these are meat samosas, and then we have some chicken samosas here. So we have chicken samosa. Oh, if YouTube I'm that far, it actually shows really nice. But if I'm this close, you guys are Instagram and Facebook are okay. YouTube is a little bit blur. I need to find out what's happening. Don't worry, it's our first time. So we are babies, baby steps. So and then here we have our veggie samosas. Yes, oopsie daisy. Okay. There goes one up the road. So anyway, so those are what the samosas that I've actually prepared. So I'm going to do a festival pack or a festival small chop. Basically, that is how I'm calling it. And basically on that small chop, you're going to have, I'm doing 2 portions of that. I'm just looking around to see if I can actually show you guys really, really quick my menu. Just bear with me 1 second. I bring the menu up so that you guys can be able to see it. Sorry guys, that shows you our well of preparation. Yes, okay, so I'll show you guys what our menu is going to consist of tomorrow. Let me bring the brighter one. So I have a lighter one and then I have a brighter one. Let me show you guys the brighter one so that you guys can be able to see. So I don't know, people in YouTube are not going to be able to actually see this. Oh, if I move that a bit lower, yeah, you can be able to see. Oh, there you go. So 1 second guys, I'll show you guys. So as you can see here, the Taste of Africa, and we have a large and a small, and then we have mixed vegetables and pilau and jollof. The Taste of Africa actually has both jollof rice, and it has, I can't turn it around because you're seeing the opposite of me, but basically that is the menu. So with the samosas, the one that I've just shown you guys, I think a few weeks ago I showed you guys this. Where is it? Come on, there you go. That is on all the pages. You can be able to see that, and it has chicken strips, it has chicken popcorns, it has samosas, it has bajia, it has viazi karai as well. So that is also going to be in this festival. Yes, the festival is going to start around 10 o'clock. So yeah, when you arrive there, you can definitely find me there, and you will be able to taste some of the lovely meals. My spices are also going to be there, and I am doing this. 1 second, it's coming. I'm not going to show you the real box itself because that's going to be a bit of cumbersome. So you can be able to see that. And that whole box has 10 different spices. So it has the famous 5 spices, which is all-purpose plain, all-purpose with chili, spicy warm, spicy sweet, and spicy off as well. So it has those famous 5, and then it has the individual ones. It's up to the box that you pick, it will have like a different, but most of them have paprika, garlic, ginger, turmeric, and chili, and different other spices. Because again, you all know that Scotch Kitchen, we have these lovely spices already on. We have all these spices. Today I'm really doing for you guys like a proper come and show and tell. So you know we all have these YouTube guys. Yes, we all have these spices, and those spices are all going to be on the boxes. But what I'm trying to currently do, I am doing the 5 main one, and then I add an additional different one to go onto the box. At the moment, you will realize most of the boxes have exactly the same spices, but if you want to order individual spices that are different, that is found on our website, which is africanscotchkitchen.com. You can go there and you will be able to see all the spices that you want. You can do them individually, or you can actually do like a pack. Slightly thing for you to be able to know, if you come to events, the spices and also our meals are in good rates. Basically, they're affordable, cheaper rates. But if you're not coming for an event, you will have to actually buy the spices according to the prices that we have on our website. So normally we tend to do a discount when we are in festivals. And for the ones that are on our website, we use our original prices. But that is just me trying to encourage you to come down to the festival. Each and every festival that you see, I advertise on my page. I am going to be there. Come down and try the food. If you don't like to do the spices or cooking, try the food and you're good to go. Okay, so that's enough of talking, because I want to do really this quick, because I've been standing the whole day. It's now 6 o'clock. I've been up since 7, so you can do the calculation and know how long I've been standing up. And it is soon going to be time for me to actually take a break. So I'm going to soon take a break, and then I am going to come back and now start doing the actual cooking. So the whole standing up was like just preparation and making sure that I have everything that I need. I have done that. So now let me guys show you. So what we're going to have some grilled chicken. When I'm preparing all my chicken, I start with putting them and preparing them in a pot. When I do that, I'm going to show you each one of them. So don't worry, baby, don't worry. We're gonna do it one at a time. So when I do that, I hope you're able to see that. I really need to figure out YouTube, because when I'm like lifting this pot currently, the Instagram and Facebook guys, you guys are perfect. YouTube, it looks as if I'm in the 1950s or something. It has like a funny color. I am going to go back on this, but I'm just going to try and move it a little bit lower. Maybe it's going to make a little bit of a difference, because maybe it's too much light. Yeah, so first things first. Oh, because first I'm still touching the pot. So when I'm doing this, when I'm doing the actual spices, I will have to put on some gloves, because the spices that I'm using are really, I'm using this paprika, and then I'm using spicy sweet, warm spicy, and spicy up together, all purpose plain. When I'm doing festivals, I don't put chili on the food until, if somebody wants some chili, I normally offer the Scotch Motomoto. So here we go. So these are the grilled chicken. So we're going to grill this. So far in here, I have that little tiny bowl of like a funny looking thing. That is this mixed spices that we did some time back here. We did a live video of how to mix those different kinds of fresh ingredients, and we were able to freeze them. Then I normally do exactly the same to my garlic and ginger, blend them in and put them in my ice cubes. So that is what I have there. So when I'm doing these preparations, I put garlic and ginger, and then I put a little bit of that spices. That spice has coriander, green and red pepper. It has Scotch kitchen spices, the famous 5 spices without the chili. It has garlic again. It has ginger. It has a little bit of turmeric, and it also has a little bit of cloves. So I put all that inside there. I will do another video again, yes, YouTube people, so that you guys can be able to see. So that's our first pot. We have 4 of them. So that is going to be the grilled one, yeah? This is how I store that mixture I was just talking about, guys. And after doing the mixture, I normally either store them this is a glass container, and you can actually freeze it, which I froze this one because I did about 10 to 12 of them. I did 10 to 12 of this, and then I did about 4 cubes with the ice cubes, and this is how it actually looks. This is how it actually looks, the ones that I've actually put them in cubes and actually freeze them. You can see that. You're going to use to seeing me dipping my hands in water. So this is how I do that. Basically I put them in cubes, and that is how they actually look like, yeah? So this and this is exactly the same thing. But when I was freezing it, I put that on an ice cube so that it can be really easy to use when I'm preparing food like now. So I know how much. This is so helpful because it gives you the exact amount of quantity you want to use. So I normally just chuck at 1 cube of that, yes? When I'm actually doing this seasoning, as you can see there. Put it on a label. So as on this label, I prepared this 1st of April. The good thing when you freeze this, you can freeze them not only for a month, even longer than a month. Yeah, I prepared this 1st of April, and I think I'm only left with this bag and 2 of these other ones, 2 of this. So I have 2 of these left and 1 of that. So basically I've used them from the 1st of April. And when you do that as well, it gives you a lot of free time, basically, in regards to when you're preparing your meal. If it's not so many of you, yeah, it's going to be easy because you can actually just use 1 or 2 of these, a little bit of onions, a little bit of tomatoes, and then you go straight and put the meal that you're preparing. So it gives you a little bit of time to actually do other things, just rather than sitting there and chopping peppers, bell peppers, and all that. Yeah, let's put that away. Okay, so that was the first pot that I've just shown you guys, that it has that's going to be our grilled chicken. Yes, the main meat I'm making this time around is just chicken, because many people love chicken, and apart from chicken, I personally like preparing chicken because the good thing with chicken, in regards to food poisoning, is really minimal. It takes you a very short time to cook chicken, so it's also much easier. Yeah, so if you're a trader or anything, chicken is the best. Yes, you can try to use beef, you can try to use pork, you can try to use lamb, but all those other meats I normally try to minimize when I'm doing like a big festival. You can try to do fish as well. But again, when you do all those other meats, including with your food, you have to make sure that you have all your food allergens named there so that people can be aware, because of, again, allergies. And apart from allergies, not everybody likes eating meat. Some people are vegans, some people are vegetarians. So you just have to be very careful. Okay, to our next pot. So here I have a pot that I'm going to actually make some sauce. So there. So you can see a bit of chicken, and you can see the 2 spices that I've put there, because this is going to be like a stew one. So I have 2 pots like that for stew, and then I have my chicken wings. Exactly, we can't miss our chicken wings. So remember, the grilling is going to go with the chicken wings, and also the chicken that has drumsticks. The chicken that doesn't have drumstick, that is, the chicken wing ones is heavier. This one has chicken wings, and with the chicken wings, again, I'm going to grill this, but it goes, the same spices go in there as well. The good thing with those spices that I've told you, you can prepare anything you want, even vegetables. You can use them to prepare vegetables. So it's not only just chicken, any type of meat, yeah? So I am going to do the chicken wings last because that is a lot. I'm going to actually start with the grilled, chicken. So let's wash our hands really quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on my gloves. I am not a fan of gloves, and I'll explain to you guys why I'm not a fan of gloves. The main reason why I'm not a fan of gloves, when you're using gloves and you are doing like I'm about to do my seasoning, you have to keep on removing and changing them. You can't use the same gloves throughout. And the main reason why you can't use the same gloves throughout, again, it's in regard to contamination of food. And also you just want to be hygienical as possible, as much as possible. When you're using your hands, there is water. You will always wash your hands. And I find the olden ways where we use our hands and we washed our hands, to me, I feel like that is more effective because I can be able to see how much germs I'm getting rid of. But anyway, that is a story for another day. So I'm going to go straight ahead and wear my gloves. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I do when you are actually doing food for more than 10 or 20 people. How do you do your spices? Okay, what I tend to do, again, I put all the spices I want, which I've already done that. I'm going to show you guys. I put all the spices I need. I found gloves that fit my little fingers because I actually have little fingers, like proper baby fingers. But this time around, I managed getting baby gloves. And yes, they are baby gloves because they fit perfectly. Yeah. So here I have all the spices that I want to use. You can see that. All the spices that I want to use. So that is what you also need to do. What I'm about to do is going to show you how easily, you see, when you're wearing gloves, you can't touch anything. So now you have to use your elbows, you have to use your hips to move things so that you can just actually be comfortable. So anyway, back here. So when you're actually preparing a lot of meat the way I've just shown you, the good thing is this only works if you are preparing one type of meat. You cannot do this when you're preparing chicken and fish. Chicken and meat. Yes, even though some people always use all those meats together and they eat them. That is okay. But remember, this is not for you and your family. This is for other people outside there. So when you're doing this, you have to be really super careful. One thing, make sure that your surrounding is clean and all that. Then you have your pot and you have your spices. And the next thing, because I'm using a lot of spices, I have to use oil. Yes? So make sure you have your oil, plenty of oil, and the oil goes in straight with the spices. You will have to measure that depending on how many people you are preparing for. So here now, you can see that, yes? You can see we have oil and we have our spices. So after this, now you have to add a little bit of water because we want to make a paste. We don't want the paste to be really thick or really runny. Because again, we are marinating this for at least less than 12 hours. Yeah, it's going to be less than 12 hours because between now and 4 a.m. it's going to be less than 12 hours, or maybe it's going to be 12 hours. Yeah. So if you can actually do this 48 hours, 72 hours, as early as you can, and then you can freeze your meat. Or if you don't want to freeze your meat, make sure you put it in a not outside of the house. It has to be like in a cool place, in the fridge, at the bottom of the fridge. And then when you're ready to cook it, you just remove it and there you go. You start preparing it. Yeah. So we're going to go straight and add some lukewarm water. You definitely have to measure. I'm used to doing this, so that's why I'm just running the water inside there. Yes. So just make sure you measure that. Then the next thing, that's when the real thing starts. That's why we have the gloves. Now you want to start mixing. You want to mix. Let me this up like that. Yes, you can be able to see that. You can see that, yeah? So we want to mix this. So remember another thing, if you're going to get spices from Scotch Kitchen, our spices are organic. They don't have any salt. So what you will require to do, you will need to get some salt, yeah? You will need to add some salt. If you're buying spices outside there, most of those spices already have salt, and I will not advise you to add extra salt in your food, especially if you're using a lot of spices. And if you're using a lot of spices that are not organic, just make sure you don't add too much salt, because many of these spices outside there, if they are not organic, that means they've added salt in there. Yeah, and you know, with our health conscious these days, we're trying to avoid salt as much as possible. Yeah, we are trying to avoid salt as much as possible. We want to mix this until it comes out like a proper paste. That is what we are aiming for. Yeah, so this, what I'm trying to do here, is exactly the same. It's just one, it's going to be cost efficient. Apart from it being cost efficient, it's going to save you a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time. Because remember, if you're preparing a lot of food, yeah, if you're preparing a lot of food, you don't want to go to each pot, sprinkle a little bit of spices. After sprinkling a little bit of spices, you go back again to the next pot and do exactly the same thing. Apart from just it being cost efficient, that's how it is so far. It's getting there. It's almost like playing with dough, yeah? But a cool version of dough, not that boring dough. This is a cooler version of dough. Another reason why I'm doing it here in the sink, because these spices stain, and it's also going to give you less time for cleaning, yes? So if you're doing it on your surface, your kitchen surface, just know you're going to have a lot of cleaning to do after. Because if this stains, it actually really stains, yes? So, because we have, remember, with all my spices, most of my spices have paprika, they have turmeric, and all those two spices are actually high pigmented. They have a lot of pigmentation, yeah? I'm going to show you guys, just give me 1 second. As I'm continuing to have this conversation with you, I'm actually mixing it. It is still very, very thick. I don't want it to be too thick. I just want it to be right. Yeah, okay, I think that is enough water for now. Okay, that's enough water, so I'm going to lift it up again. So I have to be very, very careful when I'm doing that. Okay, so there we go. You can be able to see that, and look at that. It's starting to become like a really nice thick paste, and that's exactly what you want. Again, another thing, I would advise you to try and get gloves rather than using a cooking stick or whatever stick you want to use. Here, when you get to that point when you're cooking for more than 10 people, Beauty and the Beast is outside. Beauty and the Beast, you've left the beauty thing outside. Here, you want to grind. You're grinding now, yeah? You want to fill these spices. And when you're doing this, you're going to make sure that there are no bubbles. You know, like when you don't mix this properly, you're going, it's almost just like when you're doing dough. And when you're doing dough, you will have those bubbles. This is going to make you avoid those bubbles, because that is exactly what we are trying to do. We are trying to make sure that this is as soft as possible and it has the same consistency, yeah? Okay, so almost, actually it is almost done. So I am going to lift it up the last time. Give me 1 second, because it is actually the right consistency that I want, yeah? So what I meant by Beauty and the Beast, if you're using your cooking stick, my friend, there's a lot of work going on here. You will have a lot of work when you decide that you're going to use your, how do you call it again? Your cooking stick. I'm going to show you why. This is all the pigmentation. Are you seeing the gloves? It doesn't look as if I'm even wearing any gloves. Why? Because of the spices. But these spices are really, really going to make the food taste amazing. Why am I talking slowly? I don't know. So this is the consistency that you need. You see that? That is the consistency that you need. And you've actually made sure that you don't have any bubbles whatsoever. Okay, so you know why I'm doing this, yeah? Because I want this. Okay, that one is going on the side now. This is why I hate gloves. You see this? This is why I hate gloves. So that's going to go down. We're going to, oh, this is actually still okay. Let's get another one. So let's start with our grilled chicken, yeah? So we're going to spice that first. After we've spiced it, oh, Scotch, you're going to get there. I'm going to spice the, okay, it's getting into my nerves already. But they say patience pays, isn't it? Even though they say patient pays, I'm already having a hole on this one. I'm still going to use it. I'm still going to use it, whether you like it or not. Okay, let's get our first one. So what you need to do, you want to get a nice bubble, a nice bubble chop of it, and you want to spread it round, yeah? The good thing of using this spice like this is whatever you, after you've done all your pieces of chicken, yes, you can still go back. You can still go back to the individual pieces and do a proper mixing again. Yeah? Just that you've seen the amount of the spice that I've just put in there, and just look how it is going to be really, really quick. Apart from it being quick, it's going to cover like a bigger portion of the spices. This is the joys and the easy way to actually being able to season a lot of chicken or a lot of meat at a go. Yeah? So today we are learning how to season. That's the lesson class, yes? How to season. Remember, you have to learn how to work smart. We are not working hard, yeah? We are only working smart. We want to make sure, and that's why I enjoy cooking. Because I love cooking. So many people don't like cooking. Why? Because they say it's long-winded. Sweetheart, you need to just find ways that you can actually work smart, not hard. Working smart, you get to enjoy what you're doing. When you're working hard, you won't enjoy what you're doing because you're thinking so much. You're thinking so much about it, how you're going to change it and things like that, to an extent that you are not enjoying anything. Whoa, this is really nice. I hope you're putting a timer to see how fast we're going to do this, because the interesting thing is this first lot is done. So currently what I'm doing, I am just bringing the ones at the bottom and I'm putting them at the top to just make sure they're all seasoned. That's all I'm doing. Ladies and gentlemen, the first lot is actually done. So guys, just look at that. Yeah? But the pigmentation is there, definitely, yeah? But I've just shown you guys how quick you can be able to season. So imagine if you were still doing the powder thing, you will still be pouring the powder there. Get your oil. Oh, you can't touch your oil because you have to remove your gloves. Then you remove your gloves. Then you put some oil. Then, as usual, some of us, they always have all the 10 spices there arranged there, and they want to sprinkle one at a time. You're going to be standing there forever. This is the easiest method that personally I can show you. When I came to learn this, I do this sometimes with also like my own cooking when I don't feel like doing the sprinkle. But the only thing is because I am using my own spices and I want people to learn how to use them when they are preparing individual food for themselves and their family. So I have to do the sprinkle. Guys, I hope you're able to see that. YouTube, there you go. You can see that. Guys, there is the closer version of it. I hope you are actually able to learn something out of this. So after we've done that, look guys, if I show you my sink now, you're going to be surprised. The amount of spices there is next to none. And that is the joy of doing this, because if you are doing the normal method of sprinkling, we will be having a lot of cleaning to go. But there I've just shown you, we've done that less than 10 minutes. I know it is less than 10 minutes, yeah? You still can cannot convince me it's more than 10 minutes. It is way, way, way less than 10 minutes. So that's the first one. That's the first one. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cloth. You see, if we did have gloves, all these hectic things we will not be doing. All these hectic things we will not be doing. Okay, so what I'm currently doing, you don't have to do now. You can be able to do it at the end of everything. But YouTube people, Scotch have me problems. Now this is called me problem. So anyway, after you've done that, get a wet cloth, and what you need to do is wipe around your pot. You can see that. Wipe around your pot completely. I am using this cloth because I can make sure that that cloth is wet again. And the main reason why I am doing this, I will show you, because I want to cover this baby up and I want to put it in the fridge. And when it is ready to go, all I'm going to do is I'm going to set because this is going to be grilled. So what I'm going to set the grill, turn the grill on, get the grill tray or the baking tray, and make sure that this is ready to go. So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the cover and cover it up. Yeah, and voila, you wouldn't tell how much spices we've used. Look at the pot at the bottom is a little bit dirty. So what we're going to do, we're going to clean that, because when you're putting this in the fridge, yeah, you do not want any rubbish or any spices. Remember, we are doing this here on the sink to avoid any spices going anywhere. We are avoiding to clean as much as possible. We want the cleaning effect to be as less as possible and less painful as possible as well. That's what we are trying to do. Okay, so we finished one. So we're going to go on the next one. Just bear with me 1 second. I finished with my me problems. So what I'm currently doing, I'm just cleaning this here quick, and then we can do the next one. So I'm sure when you're doing this by yourself, you will realize that you can be able to avoid this Scotch problem by just getting on with it without worrying too much about everything. Okay, so number one is done. Let's go to the next one. I feel like going for the chicken wings because that is the it looks like the most hectic one. I feel like going for the chicken wings because that is a lot of it. So the chicken wing is like a full pot. Yeah, so let's go for chicken wings, guys. Let's just go for the most difficult one and finish off with it once and for all. Yeah, so this is our chicken wings, baby, and I'm going to put it down there, and I'm going to wear my gloves. Okay, let's get new gloves. Let's get new gloves. Woohoo! 'Cause tonight gonna be a good night. My resting time is, I'm actually passing my resting time, which is really not good. When you're preparing any food, when you're doing what I'm currently doing, make sure that you have a lot of breaks. Make sure you drink a lot of fluids. If you don't do that, when the time comes for you to actually start preparing your food, you can actually faint. And the main reason why you're going to be fainting is, one, because you're not hydrating yourself properly. That's one. Two, you're not resting. Because remember, from here, we're going to start using heat. We're going to start using heat. And if you're using any form of heat, you need to hydrate yourself properly. You hear people fall when they are cooking. They fall on the food and they burn themselves. Why? Because when you don't hydrate yourself, you start having you feel lightheaded. Lightheaded is feeling kizunguzungu. That's how they say it in Kiswahili. You feel kizunguzungu. Kizunguzungu is not a white person. No. Kizunguzungu is feeling dizzy. He's feeling dizzy. I am sure somebody who knows proper Kiswahili will come up with their own words to be able to explain ndizi in Kiswahili, as we used to call it kizunguzungu when I was growing up. So maybe it has a better way or a better word for it. Okay, so this is the main one. This is the master of it all, chicken wings. Yeah, so this I can't really be able to lift it. You guys are gonna bear with me because I am going to only lift this up after I am done, because it is a whole pot. And as you can see, me with my tiny fingers, I don't think I can lift this up and use one hand to show you guys. So just bear with me 1 second. You can see that. Oh, it's amazing. So when I'm doing this, you know, some people actually like they like their chicken wings really nice and hot. So what I tend to do, after I've done this, before I actually start preparing, I'm going to divide this. I'm going to have a small portion on the side, and then I'm going to add very extra hot chili. After adding the extra hot chili, because I have the Carolina Reaper and I have the Scotch Bonnet that I've blended together, and then I'm also going to add a little bit of Scotch Motomoto. So that is going to go there. So if you like a little bit of, know that Scotch is going to take care of you. For the people who don't like chili and stuff, don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. The wings, not all the wings are going to be hot. Only some of them are going to be hot. Some of them are not going to be hot. I hope, guys, you're able to see this, yeah? Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. I like this because it's actually therapeutical. It's a weird thing, yeah? It's actually therapeutical, what I'm currently doing. Go and try it, guys. But again, I'm saying go and try it as if you guys have an opportunity to prepare food for like a lot of people. But if you do get an opportunity to prepare food for a lot of people, don't call me, but you can call me and I'll come and do it for you. And you just chill. All you need to do is just chill and tell me stories while I do this for you. Or you just call me and then I'll charge you a certain amount of money, and then you can just go and entertain your visitors while I slave for you in the kitchen. I do this for you, and voila, when it is done, I will actually serve for you. But I don't wash dishes, unfortunately. So I will serve it for you, and I will make sure that your guests enjoy. And when your guests are enjoying, that is going to be my cue for leaving, because I've said I don't wash dishes. I don't like doing that. I don't do that here in my house. I have my I've been growing my dishwasher for the past 11 years. So my dishwasher is really very nice and active now. And I've taught him how to wash the dishes. So now he actually does that, which I am blessed for that. If you know who I'm talking about, you will understand. I have another dishwasher that it's 18 years old, but that one has actually disappeared from the house. He's not in the house anymore, so he cannot actually do the dishes for me. That's my sons, guys. Yeah, those are the people I'm talking about. I've matured them by age, and I've taught them how to do the dishes. That's why I like cooking, but I don't like doing the dishes. I will do them if I don't have an option, if I'm by myself, but most of the time I am never by myself. Yeah, I always have somebody. There's always somebody with me, and I will cook and they will do that. So again, if you have an event, you can call me. I will do this for you. I will make sure that you enjoy your day with your people. I will make sure that your meals are prepared on time. As you can see, this is for the event that is happening tomorrow. So this is going to be nice and ready by 6 a.m. So I don't know, maybe I'll try and so I'll have to wake up at 4 a.m. I have to wake up at, because you know, guys, I'm always a 4 a.m. person. So my 4 a.m. tomorrow is going to be cooking. So I wake up and this is going to be really nice and seasoned. It's not done yet. There's still a few more at the bottom here that have not been seasoned yet. Bear with me. I am sure there's another one. You always have that one that is always hiding in the middle somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Told you there's one or two there. There's one there. You see that one? What was it doing there? I don't know. So, and then another thing, guys, before I forget, the good thing of doing this mixing in a pot, you see the pot that I'm going to actually do the sauce, it's the same pot. So you're not actually having any wastage at all, because you know sometimes you tend to mix this somewhere else, and then you're going to, some people tend to do a mix, or they marinate the food separately on a bowl, or they marinate it separately on like a piece of paper, and then when it comes to cooking, they now want to move the food from the they want to move the food from the piece of paper onto the pot. You waste a lot of marinade. You waste a lot of spices. Guys, I think I'm done. I think that's it for this. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. YouTube people cannot see from the bottom, but look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. That in the next, if you're doing this, let's say 30 minutes, you guys need to try Scotch Kitchen organic spices. You will thank me later. You will thank me later. The joys of using those spices. Yes, personally as Scotch, I use those spices, and sometimes when I'm eating the food, I ask myself, did I create this? Did I really create this? So guys, that's chicken wings done. Yeah, so we're going to remove our gloves again so that we can be able to move this on the side and do the next one, and then we do the next one again. So we have two more and then we are done. But again, as usual, before we move that, I am going to go straight up and do the cleaning of this. Round and round we go, because I am not going to clean my fridge. I refuse to do two jobs at the same time. I refuse. There you go, guys. Look at that. Look at that. So these are also going to be grilled. When that time comes for grilling, again, I am going to transfer these lovely wings onto my grill. If you want to prepare these kind of wings and you do not have an oven or you do not have a grill, you can use a hob. You can definitely use a hob. I am going to do again another video to show those people who don't have an oven how to prepare chicken wings, yeah, using a hob. It's so easy. All you need is a pan. You've already added a little bit of oil there, so you will just need a little bit, just a tad of oil onto your pan, and then on that same pan with a tad of oil, you're going to put your chicken wings, and then you're going to cover them. This is clean at the bottom, you see. You're going to cover them, yeah. After you've covered them for 5 minutes, then you open your hob or your pan, and then now you start mixing. So it's just a matter of you mixing, cover it up again, mixing, covering it up again. Yeah. Okay, let's do the next one. Now this is going to be the one for sauce. Before I do the next one, let me guys just show you how my marinade is. Yes, you see all the marinade we prepare. Look, we still have a lot of marinade. So the good thing about this is when it comes for me to actually start doing the sauce for the chicken, I still have some marinade that I can use. And also when it comes to grilling, sometimes, you know, when you're grilling halfway through before you turn them around, sometimes you don't really need to turn them around, but when you want to turn them around, you will realize the other side, the marinade has just disappeared again. You just take a bit of that and apply there again. Yeah, and all that happens, what it does What that does, it actually makes sure that your food or your meat is full of flavor throughout. Okay, so I will do my second last one because it's exactly the same as that. Then I am going to end this video because you've learned something today. Next time, YouTube, it's so nice that we are here. And actually, we have some people watching. This is amazing. So this is how it works. You know, I've never been Facebook, Instagram. I've never been live on YouTube before. I've always just been seeing there. I've always put some videos there, but I've never been live there. Why? I don't know. I don't have a reason why, but if you think about it, I started mainly on Facebook. So I've always been concentrating on Facebook, but then I got an Instagram page. Then somebody told me, why don't you ever try to do Instagram live? So I started. This is about the what? We've got to 10 on Instagram. On Facebook, we are locals. We are locals on Facebook. On Instagram, we are still baby steps. Maybe we are about 2 years on Instagram. We are 2 years old. We started walking already. I think I've done 10, if I'm not wrong. Maybe 10 videos on Instagram. I don't think they're 10. Maybe they're less than 10. No, I don't think they're 10. I think they're less than 10. Yeah, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you. Okay, Papa, let's go. This is the last one for you guys, but it's going to be the second last one for me before I actually take my break, because time is actually, I'm looking at time. It's almost going to 7 o'clock, and I was supposed to be having my break before 7. So I am just going to rush this up quickly because I need to have my break. Really need to have my break. Okay, so this is the second last one. So this is the one that I'm going to actually put in some. I need some more of that. This is going to be the one that is going to be for sauce. So we're going to have some sauce on this, yeah? So again, if you have time and you just feel like chilling, you can basically go one at a time, the way I'm doing it now. And you just take your time, baby. Mix it up, mix each one of them. Or if you are like proper Scotch, you mix them and gather them the way you saw me mixing and gathering the others. But you see, these ones are bigger pieces, so I can still be able to do that. Or I can actually mix them and gather them the way I was mixing and gathering them the other time. But again, all I'm showing you is all types of way you can actually do this marinade to make it much easier for you guys. So again, it's just a matter of you. When you want to do this, make sure you have a little bit of time. And remember, this is when you actually put love in this food that you're preparing. This is where love goes. Yeah? This is where you put so much love. And that's why you see when you're tasting my food is always tasting really nice, because this is how much love I put on each piece. Each piece. I do not discriminate any piece. Each and every piece, I'm going to take care of it and make sure that the person who's going to be having that piece is going to really enjoy all those nice juices inside there. That is how it is. Yeah, I'm looking outside because I'm expecting somebody. So there you go. I wanted to say I'm expecting those people who massage your feet so that they can massage for me my feet. So that they can massage for me my feet so that I can be able to stand in my dreams. Yeah? So that I can be able to stand a little bit longer. Nothing like that. Those people don't exist anymore. Yeah? No, actually, there are people whose jobs are that. So those people do exist. All you need to do is just pay them. Yes? You pay them and they're going to actually do that. I don't know how they're called. They're not called. They do not pedicure. I know you're thinking of pedicure. I'm not talking about pedicure. I'm talking about those people who do feet massage. By the way, I was told that there's this app. Yeah, now this is nothing to do with food. I was told that there's this app where people they put their feet. Why am I talking about feet and food? I don't know. But anyway, we were talking about feet, so I'm just going to tell you about it. Apparently this app, you know the way they have those app where I don't know, people have different fetish, yeah. So this is for people who love feet. Apparently there are people outside here who just love other people's feet. Yes, feet. Yes. So you go there and you actually take a picture of your feet and you send it. Some people actually earn money for that. They earn money for putting their feet outside there. Why are we talking about feet? I don't know. But at least now you know. Because I was shocked. Just the way you were shocked. Even though when I learned about it, I was not seasoning food. Anyway, back to my chicken. Yeah? So as you can see, I'm about to finish doing this. So let's just be patient. So I was trying to tell you stories so that you don't get bored as well, and you enjoy the way I am actually massaging each and every piece, because I know this is going to go to somebody very lovely, somebody so supportive, somebody making sure that my small business is still going strong, which I am very, very grateful, by the way, for all those people. For all those people who are always supporting me. I'm always more than grateful, yeah? Even if you're watching me, you are actually supporting me. You don't have to eat my food to support me. If you just watch me the way you're watching me. So now that I'm also on YouTube, yeah? I hope YouTube guys are not going to be really mean. You're always going to come and actually watch me when I'm doing these live videos, and I'm going to really appreciate. So, they always say this. I always see this on when they are doing the YouTube, yeah? You can also subscribe onto my page, which is called Scotch Kitchen. Just click on the subscribe button, yes? And we will really appreciate it. We will really appreciate it. Guys, you need to know that you cannot take me that seriously. Life is not that serious, yeah? Chill. It's never that serious, guys. But yes, YouTube, you need to click on the subscribe button. Instagram, have you liked my page? Facebook, YouTube, come on, share the video. They normally say something of that sort, because I always watch other people, yes, and I see people doing things, and I always say that I need to try to do that. And today I have. I'm so proud of myself. Share the video. Oh, and if you're on Facebook, check me out. I actually, on Facebook, I have something called stars. I don't know what they are, but there are stars there. So you can, they've also put a message there. You can support the page by sending stars, So, okay, I've never done it myself. So don't ask me what you're supposed to do, because I don't know what to do as well. But just click on it. I am sure it will guide you to the Yonderland, where you can be able to support Scotch Kitchen. Voila, we are done. So guys, I've shown you how you can actually use a very short period of time to season your food. It's taken me almost 53 minutes because I've been talking to you and doing other things. But if you do this at home, when you're just preparing for you and your loved ones, it's going to take you a very short period of time. Because I'm doing it for the multitude, it's going to take me a little bit of time. But again, this method is the most easiest method you can use. So, pardon me, guys, try it. Yes, try it. But don't forget, you will need spices, which are available on africanscotchkitchen.com. Yes, africanscotchkitchen.com. That is where you will find your spices. If you're around in Nuneaton or in Warwickshire, you can come to the festival, which is in Nuneaton RFC, Liberty Way. I wish I knew the postcode, but just put that, Nuneaton RFC. Rugby and Football Club. We have our mini rugby tournament tomorrow. And there is going to, if you have kids, there's going to be bouncing castle. There's going to be things for kids to do. And also, if you're an adult, you can actually watch rugby eating Scotch Kitchen meals as well, and food, and also eating other foods that are going to be available there. So hopefully I'll be able to see you tomorrow. If you're not going to be able to join us in the festival, don't worry, my love. Yes, I am always here for you. As long as I'm available, you can put in an order and I will prepare for you your food. Make sure you order by Friday, not Saturday. Saturday, I prepare for you the food and you come and get it. By Friday, 6 p.m. That's the last time I'm taking orders. But make sure you follow me, share it, so that you can know when I'm available. Like today, I wasn't available. Why? Because I'm preparing for the festival. Yes? So just make sure you follow the page. All the pages are Scotch Kitchen. I have a Facebook group. I have a Facebook page. I have an Instagram page. I have Twitter. Oh my God, I have everything. I have, there's the other one. YouTube. There's another one as well. TikTok, that one as well. I am also there. Yes. All those handles are under Scotch Kitchen. Yes. You can follow me on all of them. I'll be really, really grateful. Because if you can't taste my food, and anyway, our spices are soon going to be all over the world. Just get into my inbox and ask me that question where you are. If I can make sure your spices will get to you, I will make sure they get to you. If I can't make sure they're getting to you, like if you're in Australia or Asia, I don't think I can manage that yet, but I'm still working on that. Yes. That said, guys, I am more than grateful. YouTube, I am super excited that today I was able to actually do a live video on YouTube, and I can see that some people are actually watching me, which is amazing. For the people who are always here supporting us on Facebook, on Instagram, sweetheart, you mean so much to me. You don't know how much I am grateful, because I am actually learning to use these sites. I am learning to remember to come here when I'm actually cooking, because you know, when you are actually preparing things for people, there are some small things that you actually don't get time to remember. Like if you're preparing meals the way I do prepare meals, because preparing food can take a bit of time, and I do everything from scratch, and so I need a lot of time to do a lot of things. So I am still learning, because I have all these pages that I need to make sure that they are up and running as well. It's not an easy job, and I'm not complaining. I just have to make sure I am always here and showing you guys what I actually do, so that you guys can be able to support me. That said, thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Yes, from the bottom of my heart, I just say thank you. I am currently wiping this. That is all I'm doing. Nothing technical. You can do that as well. Cover it. Look, when I'm ready to cook this, yes, let me tell you quick before I go. When this is ready to be cooked, because remember, this is a sauce, a stew, yeah? I'm going to put in some onions, some tomatoes. I'm not going to do garlic and ginger. I already done garlic and ginger. So it's just going to be onions, tomatoes, coriander, and pepper. So mixed peppers. So it's going to be red bell peppers, green bell peppers, and yellow bell peppers. I'm going to put them inside there. Cover this. No water. Then this is going to go on the hob. Very low heat, and I'm going to let it cook on its own. That's all you have to do when you do this method of mixing, when you're using these spices the way I've just shown you guys. My sweethearts, I think that's enough for today. I don't want to clog your brain with so many things. Let's meet up again here. I don't know when, but we can we'll always meet up here. So that said, have a blessed evening. If you're in Nuneaton or in Warwickshire, I hope I'm going to see you tomorrow, and we can have a little bit of banter when you try our food. If you're not in Nuneaton, I just want to say thank you very much for always coming in and watching. God bless you. I'm always praying for you. I hope you also pray for me, whoever you're praying to, yes? Just make sure you put me in your prayers too. For now, I want to say thank you very much and have a good evening. So now, I have to figure out how I'm coming out of that one, YouTube. I don't know how to do it. I didn't think about this before I started, but anyway, I can see an X button. YouTube guys, mwah, bye-bye. Are you sure you want to stop?